In today's video, I do a tier list of 13 of the best professional Fortnite orgs out there and which one I would join the most. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. All my socials are down below. Let's get into the video. Alright, so first off, we're going to start with Luminosity. And I'm going to put Luminosity in the probably would category because they have many great creators such as Music, Mr. Fresh Asian, Somerset, Chica, Nicky 30. I believe they're on the team. They also have a pretty good competitive roster with people like Jamper on it. However, I'm more looking at it from like a competitive Fortnite standard, and I don't think they're completely sold on competitive Fortnite. Like, out of their competitive teams, I think competitive Fortnite is their least interested game, and I believe they already tried one pullout or had one pullout at one point but came back. So I'm gonna put it under probably would. If I was a content creator, I'd 100% join them, but I think I'm gonna stick to probably would for now. Next up, we're gonna go with, who should we go with? We'll go with Kingarana. A year and a half ago, I would 100% join Kingarana. But Kingarana is at the point where it's kind of like staling out. They're still uploading consistently, but they're not getting great numbers. And we all know the quote KNG horrible contract, which I don't think that's that bad of a contract. I'm gonna put it in probably would as well. I would definitely love to be teammates with people such as Mark, PSR, Saucy, Goofy. Those are some amazing people. Like PSR, I'm in his chat all the time talking. Well, not all the time, but I'm in his chat a lot, just vibing. And they have a pretty good competitive roster. Builds just qualified for heats. Actually, I think he just missed out on reboot round. Not that much, but it's in between a maybe and probably would. I'm gonna put it in maybe, just because it is the smallest team, I believe, on this list. So, like, if, like, I had to choose between 1% and Kingarana, I love the Kingarana guys more. Like, it's more fun. Like, I know the people more, but it would not be a good business move if I got offered by that. Speaking about 100%, I probably would. I don't remember their competitive roster. Let me go check quickly. So, looking at this, I think they only have Acorn signed as pro player. However, they have a ridiculous team, starting with Formula, Nyx, Random, some of the biggest creators out there, Rift, Cultures, Notluck, Ducky the Gamer, Techie. I don't know if these people are still on the team. I'm pretty sure they're all still on the team. But that is an insane roster. I know for a fact Rift Cultures are still on the team. But that would just make you so much bigger that I honestly debating between 100% would and probably would. Because like some of these other orgs I think I probably would join over. So I'm probably going to go with probably would. Next up is the org that I have the least chances of joining. PWR, or Power. Solely due to the fact that Power is an OCE based org, and I don't see myself moving to OCE anytime soon. I know for a fact I'm not moving to OCE because my parents want to. Why would my parents want to move to Australia? Not like Australia is bad, but I think we're pretty settled right now. I don't think we need to move to Australia at the moment with COVID and everything. And COVID's awful in Australia, so why would I move there? Not to mention, competitive is practically dead over there when it comes to prize pools, so you're not gonna make a living off of it. So the only way to make it would be competitive with content, and they already have a pretty stacked org, obviously with Lachlan, Chanzes, Overstrand, Van Dooley, Timmy as their content creators. I wouldn't be surprised if like they swoop in when Fresh and Music's contract's over, pick them up. I don't know, but they also have pro players such as Radius, Alec Worthy, Jinx. I'm gonna put them in 100% will not join them because of the fact that, you know, they're an OCE based org. How am I gonna join an OCE based org out of NA when they have not showed any interest in starting in NA region team? There's no point. How would I do it? And why would they start one when they're already pulling amazing numbers out of OCE? It just wouldn't make sense. 100% not for power. Not because I don't want to join. If I lived in OCE and got asked to join, I'd probably go in 100%. But you know what? I'm not even gonna do that, bro. If we're going off solely, if it was perfect for everything, and they asked me, I'm gonna put it in 100%. Dude, this is tough. Like, realistically, I'll never join Power unless they start in NA East org. If this is solely based on if I want this to happen, I'm gonna put it here. Because I would 100% join Power. TSM. Maybe category. I'd say above Kingarana. TSM dropped Commandment Saf. They kept their content creators. And they have a huge org and just signed to FTX. So it's TSM FTX. I'm up going probably would. Probably in front of Luminosity, but not behind 1%. Maybe just because of the exposure. I think with orgs, you gotta look at the exposure, to be honest, and how much it would help you as a person, like how much it would help your career. TSM would definitely help my career. They showed interest in people who make content, which is what a lot of these orgs do, and I make content, so I guess it's a perfect match. 100 Thieves. 100% would join 100 Thieves immediately. Great org, great competitive scene. Arca, Mr. Savage. All I gotta say about their competitive org. Courage JD, Nade Shop, Symphony, I'm pretty sure is on the team. There's just so many people, I can't name it. 100 Thieves Compound, amazing. There's just too much to say. I'm 100% joining. 100 Thieves, 100, you know. Hoop. 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 Just gonna put it out right now, those three. I should have just started at the beginning of the video. Those three are 100%. Start with Team New Age. The most likely, like, if I had to only pick two of them to go in here, New Age would have dropped down. OCE boys. I would love to live with any one of those. They have Oliver GG. They have, I think M1OK left the org, but I'm not 100% sure. It looks like a great org. They give you a lot. You have a freaking mansion you can live in. That's a plus. And it just, I don't know about Team New Age. There's something about them that I would love to join their org. And they produce content. They're not like a team that's solely competitive. They would help my social media. I would definitely join them. FaZe Clan. It's FaZe Clan. What do I have to say about FaZe Clan? Ridiculous scene. Ridiculous competitive. Ridiculous content creation. Biggest org in the world. 100% give me it would 100% give me like what I would need to get bigger. And it's about getting bigger, growing your brand, and making a paycheck. So basically, obviously. NRG. Probably the second biggest org in the world. Where do I start with NRG? Number one. I'm just going to go solely off Fortnite. Bucky. Clicks. Ronaldo. Edgy. Epic Whale. 4 of those players are automatic tier 1 pros. Ronaldo might be slipping like tier 2, tier 3. When your team is consisted of 80% locked tier 1 pros, you know you're doing something right. Epic Whale, Edgy, Clicks, and Bucky all have considerable cases on why they could be the best player in the world. They're doing great content over there with people like Grady Reigns. And have I forgot to mention a little Benji Fishy? Yeah, Benji. He's also on the team. He's also a Tier 1 Pro. He'll also be playing in FNCS Grand Finals. Every single one of those players I just named, except Ronaldo, because of little stream snipers, will be playing FNCS Grand Finals. When 5 out of your 6 players are playing Grand Finals, you know you're doing something wrong. Not to mention, NRG just started the Thume House. This isn't really Fortnite, but I would love to live in the Thume House, man. If you don't want to live in the Thume House, there's something wrong with you. Energy's 100%. The first 100%. Then phase. Then I'd probably go to 100 phase, power, and then new age. Overtime, I'm going to put in probably, maybe. Don't really know much about them, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them. I'm just going to go maybe. Spice it up and go with extra. I would go probably, mainly just due to the fact that, you know, I would mainly go for their competitive scene. I don't know if I would go for their content creation. They're not like as big as some of these other orgs. If I'm going solely based off my career, if every single one of these, NRG, Phase, 100 Thieves, Power, New Age, 1%, TSM, Luminosity, Extra, Kingarana, Overtime, Liquid, and Sentinels asked me to join their team, I'm going to go with the one with the biggest following. So that, in that case, Extra would practically be last. Sentinels, I feel like a year and a half ago, they'd be above Phase. They've definitely fallen behind Phase, definitely fallen behind with 100 Thieves, Power, New Age. I would say they're down here, honestly, below TSM. The only really thing that I think brings this team in Fortnite still is Booga and Sypha. High Sky, don't even think he plays the game anymore. And it's just, I don't know. Animal, I'm pretty sure, Aspect, they're not as well known if you're not a competitive player. They're really well known in the competitive scene. They're not really that well known in the outside competitive. I'm gonna put on, I probably will. But if we're going off an org, it's not gonna give me as much if I join NRG. Final org Liquid, Liquid's gotta be 100% joining. It'd give me so much. It'd give me great teammates such as Stretch, Mitro, Scope, Alexia, who else? A lot of people. A great team all around. Which I gotta talk about. Sentinels Valorant, if I was a Valorant player, is going up there. It's the best one, in my opinion. Fnatic's also up there as well, but this is Fortnite. However, I feel like Liquid hasn't made as many noises in the last last year or so, besides Mitro and Stretch, so I'm gonna keep them there. So here's my list. Coming in at 13th place, I would go Overtime, then 12th place Kingarana, 11th Extra, 10th Luminosity, 9th Sentinels, 8th TSM, 7th 1%, 6th New Age, 5th Liquid, 4th Power, 3rd 100 Thieves, 2nd Phase, and 1st Energy. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like would always be thank you for the like if you guys did like it, and I'll see you guys in the next time.